I want to give props to the owners of the theater company, because there was a lot of unknowns after all this happened in terms of the future of the Century 16 and what was going to happen to it and what their plans were for the future. And man, I will say, I mean, much respect to the theater company for reaching out to all of the stakeholders. I mean, they reached out to obviously the families and the victims. They reached out to the community, and so all of the folks who live in the community, they reached out to them and asked the question. I mean, really just asked like a couple of simple questions, and that wasn't like a whole long survey or anything like that, but asked people to give input and asked what they wanted to see done with the theater. And it was, if I remember right, I think it was like about a 60-40 split. Like 60% of the people said that the theater should remain open, and about 40% said that the theater should close. And so there was a majority that said that the theater should remain open, and not a huge majority, but still a majority that said that the theater should remain open. And I just respect that they reached out to the community, and I'm so happy that the theater has remained open. I was one of those in that 60% that said, no, you got to keep the theater open, man. If you close the movie theater, then the dude won. You know? If you close the movie theater, then the dude won. And we can't let that happen. I mean, think about it. Like I said, that movie theater is the theater that serves this community. Like, there's no other movie theater in this community. There's a Spanish language movie theater, which is fine for the Spanish language community. But in terms of like mainstream movies, you know, that's the only one. If that one closed down, we would have to go someplace else, and the dude essentially would have won, you know? So, I mean, much respect to the movie theater company for reaching out to the community and for doing it in an inclusive way, man. I was so pleased to be a part of that and to see them do that. And I'm so happy. And I'm so happy that it turned out that they kept the movie theater open, because otherwise you think of the alternative and the dude won. This is where the shooter went to school. This is the school that he failed out of, that he flunked out of, and supposedly caused him to fall into all this angst and disdain for society. University of Colorado. And this is it. This is the campus right here, and this is where the guy was in. I want to say like a PhD program, and I mean, I can't remember all the details, but I know that I think he flunked out of school and didn't tell his family or didn't tell people, and was you know, then took kind of a downslide from there. But yeah, this is where he went to school, man. University of Colorado Hospital, right here. Here's the other reason why all of this hits home for me. I mean, because it wasn't only the theater shooting. It was the rigging of the apartment to blow. I mean, the dude lived, I'll show you where he lived. He lived right across the street here. And these apartments right back behind this Blue Lagoon restaurant. The guy lived right here, and he rigged his apartment to blow. I mean, with crazy explosives and everything. And they evacuated like this entire block. They evacuated. And why this hits home for me is because my mother literally lives 1 block over and 3 blocks down, 4 blocks away. My mom lives 4 blocks from this dude's apartment. Man, when all this was going down, I was on the phone with the cops saying, hey, do I need to get my mom out of there? I couldn't even reach my mom, you know, and The cops said that they weren't evacuating that far. So I was like, oh, geez. But they evacuated, I think, like a 1-block radius right around his apartment. But, man, this hits home for me because it was like, this is this is my mom that I'm talking about, you know? And all these people in this community are people in my community. Like innocent people, man. So luckily the explosives didn't go off. Luckily nothing happened and they were able to diffuse everything. But yeah, man, I mean, it could have been crazy. They said that the amount of explosives that the guy had in his house would have caused this huge fireball, you know? But it was this apartment right here to my left. Let's see if we can see here. Yeah, this is the apartment, man, where the guy lived. He lived right here on this apartment, and this apartment complex. He actually lived on the very top floor up there. You can see the new air conditioner unit that they put in up there. That window back over here, that's one of the ones that they were breaking out. They were breaking out this window over here as well. But yeah, this is the apartment complex, man, where it all went down. You know, this whole thing could have been a fireball. Seriously. And my mom lives literally like 4 blocks away from here. Oh man. So, but yeah, this is where the shooter lived. This is where the guy lived, man. So anyway, as we are on the 3rd year anniversary of the Aurora theater shooting, Century 16 shooting, you know, my heart just goes out to the families. My heart goes out to the victims. And I don't know, I know that this is a real tough time just because everything's brought back up because we got the trial going on right now, and so it's in the news every day. We have victims who are being brought into the courtroom every day and having to relive everything. So my heart just goes out to the families. My heart goes out to the victims, and you guys stay strong. Know that the community is behind you, and there will be justice. I feel it in my heart. There will be justice. I do know this. So anyway, for all my friends, for all my people, ride with confidence. Live with confidence. Yes, that's a message. That's a message to the victims and the families. You guys live with confidence. Head up 100%. Yeah, this is SoopaBee.